Hello dear learners, this is Dr. Sedhupathy, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science with Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. So today we are going to discuss about computing environment of operating system. So there are lot of basic computing environments available. So based on that thing, the agenda for today's discussion will be like traditional environment, mobile environment, distributed and client server environment, peer-to-peer environment, virtualization in the operating system computing environment, and cloud computing environment. So what is actually traditional OS environment? This thing actually changes, depends on how user viewing operating system and what type of device the user actually using. There are standalone general purpose machineries which comes under traditional computing environment. But blood as most system interconnect with others, that is those systems are actually interconnected by using internet. There are some portals provide web access to internal systems, and network computers may be sometimes called as clients or like web terminals. Those are all actually belongs to traditional computing environments. When you consider mobile computers interconnect via wireless networks, also belongs to traditional computing environment, and networking becoming ubiquitous. Even home systems are firewalls to protect home computers from internet attacks, or all belongs to computing environment, comes under traditional computing environments. So here is an idea about mobile computing environment. All the handheld devices considered as mobile computing environments. Tablets also belongs to this category. What is actually the main functional difference between mobile computing environment and traditional computing environment? So basically the feature, mobile operating system always have some special features like GPS and gyroscope, which doesn't actually belongs to traditional computing environment, which allows new type of applications like augmented reality in mobile computing environment, which doesn't have in the traditional environment. Mobile computing environment uses IEEE 802.11 wireless networking methodology or cellular data networks for connectivity. Nowadays, the leading mobile computing environment creators are Apple OS and Google Android OS creators. And here is the another type of distributed environment, distributing computing environment. So basically, collection of separate, unique, heterogeneous system networked together are called distributed computing. Network is a communication path actually. How hardware components are connected together is defined by means of network methodology. TCP/IP is the most common network communication path making technology nowadays which are using. Here is the certain type of network technologies: local area network, wide area network, metropolitan area network, personal area network. So basically, network operating system provides features between systems across network. Here, communication methods allows users and systems to exchange messages through network communication path, and it creates an illusion of single system, but there may be plenty of users using the single operating system. And coming to client server environment. So basically, client server computing concepts means like it dumps terminal supplanted by smart PCs. Users are considered as clients. The common data and operating system computing environment stored in a server computer. Users are accessing the server via network, and the server machine provides the services which user requests. Many systems now servers responding to requests generated or created by clients. Compute server system provides an interface to client to request services. File server system provides interface for clients to store and retrieve files from and to client and server machines. Here is a simple diagrammatic representation of how client server scenario works. From the left side there is a common single server. From the right side there are clients which they actually using different type of computing environments. First client using desktop computer, and the second client using laptop computer, and third client using a smartphone. But all different clients are connected to the single server by using a common centralized network. Here is another computing environment model, peer-to-peer. This is another model of distributed computing environment. Peer-to-peer does not distinguish clients and server actually. Instead, all the client computers are connected together, considered as peers. Each acts as a unique client as well as server. Sometimes each machine acts as client as well as server. All node must join as peer-to-peer network. Registers its service with the central lookup service on network. Let's look at this peer-to-peer or network concept in the upcoming videos. Now let's move on to what's actually computing environments. Broadcast requests for services and response to requests for service via discovery protocol also belongs to peer-to-peer communication network. The most familiar example for peer-to-peer communication environment is voice over internet protocol, that is VoIP. We can say example as Skype. And virtualization. Virtualization actually creates a temporary operating system environment or computing environments in a way that users can realize it is actual operating system works in front of them, which allows operating system to run application within other OSs. The advantage of this concept is actually vast and growing industry. Emulation used when source central processing unit type differ from the target type, which is actually one of the slowest method when computer language not compiled to native code interpretation. Virtualization actually depends on operating system nativity compiled for central processing unit. Running gust operating systems also natively compiled. Consider VMware running on Windows XP gusts, each running application or on native Windows XP host OS. Also, there is another concept called virtual machine manager, which provides the virtualization service for the users. And use cases involved in laptops and desktop running multiple operating system for exploration and comfortability of the computing environments, which comes under virtualization concept. VMM can sometimes run natively, in which case they are also host the operating system. And here is the diagrammatic representation for how virtualization happens. From the diagram A, there is lot of processors queued in the main memory, and in between main processors queue list and the hardware components, kernel, operating system kernel, which acts as the interface between processors and hardware. And from the right side diagram, which is B diagram, how virtual machine manager creates different virtual machines inside the kernel for accessing each process request from the user. And here is another one example for cloud computing environment. Basically, clouds are stored in some other big server environment. Clients are requesting the cloud environment from their own machine. This is actually logical extension of virtualization because it uses virtualization as the base for the functionality. It is not actually pure virtualization, but it may be considered as logical extension. Nowadays, Amazon cloud computing environment provides lot of services to the users. There is a type of cloud computing environments: public cloud computing environment, private hybrid cloud computing environment, software as a service cloud computing, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service cloud computing environment. And here is another one example for cloud computing environment. Cloud computing environments composed of traditional operating systems with virtual memory management, cloud management tools. Thank you, my dear learners, for your patient listening. Thank you once again.